Hey, Delilah? Are you there? Why do you take so long to reply to me? It's very rude, you know. When are you going to start following our family rules, huh? You really need to make sure to finish all the cleaning before you go to work, alright? I've already told you this so many times already.
Hello? Well, I don't really know what you're talking about, Rose. I think you've got this all wrong here. I cleaned up properly before leaving the house, though.
Whoa, you obviously didn't clean very well because there was some dust still left in the window. Delilah, didn't you do it? You're not very observant. You know, you're really a useless wife and daughter-in-law. You can't do anything right, especially when you're cleaning the house. It makes me wonder why my son even married you.
Rose, your expectations are really too high for me. I can't do such a detailed clean on a weekday morning when I'm about to head out to work. It's just not possible. The best time for me to do all the cleaning would be during when I have days off from work and in my downtime. That's when a lot of other people do their chores.
Excuse me? What on earth did you just say to me, little cow? How dare you talk down to me about the rules in my house? You should learn some more manners. You know, back in my day when I married my husband, I had to clean the house thoroughly every day. And he and his parents made sure that I did. Why can't you do that?
But, Rose, it was possible for you to do those sorts of things back then. It's because you were a housewife back then, and so you had the opportunity to do more at home.
Yes, and? So what, Delilah? You only seem to think that making money is the only important thing. You think you can just get out of cleaning? How dare you even speak to me in such a tone like that? Please don't act so arrogant. You can do as much or even more than what I did back then.
I'm not being arrogant in the slightest, Rose. All I try and do is clean the house as thoroughly as I can every weekday morning before work. All I'm saying is how difficult it is to do so much at once. I don't have enough time or enough limbs to do everything at the same time. It's too much, Rose.
If you say so, Delilah, but I will say this one thing. You're very good at making excuses for not doing the chores you should be doing in the house. I really do wish you were a bit cuter like that other girl and just acted more like her. I didn't have to talk to her about all these issues so much.
Huh? What are you talking about, Rose? What girl? Of course I'm not surprised that you're trying to compare me to someone else. Why are you stirring the pot like this for?
Look, all I'm saying is she's a lot cuter than you. Anyway, that's not exactly the point I'm trying to make right now. I can't accept what you're doing as a wife, Delilah. You don't fit into our family dynamics at all. I can't deal with people who choose to not do their part for this family. I'll be ignoring you from tomorrow.
What is this, elementary school, Rose? Ignoring me is like saying to a kid on the playground that you don't like them. This type of harassment is just immature. I am so over you talking down to me when all I ever do is work really hard and try to do my best at cleaning this place. Would you please stop this crap right now?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell all of the other family members to get in on my game. They'll just all be ignoring you by tomorrow. Once I tell my husband and my son about how you've been talking to me and that you've been disobeying me, they'll all take my side of the story. I'm actually going to go and talk to them right now so that I can always be one step ahead of you. All right, I'm going to get started now. This is going to be fun.
Rose, is this some kind of sick joke? Are you being serious right now? You're just going to turn everyone against me? You're all going to ignore me, even in messages? Rose, I really need you to reply back to me right now. The key for the house isn't opening the door, and I don't get why. Maybe my key has been bent? I don't know. Could you please just come to the front door and open it for me? I'm getting really annoyed standing here. Rose, come on, stop being like this. This game of you ignoring me has gone far enough, and I need to get into the house. If you continue like this, I won't ever get back in, and how is that fair?
What do you want, you stupid little girl? Don't you even know when to shut up? I'm sick of getting all these notifications popping up on my phone. It's a real eyesore.
Please, Rose, I'm just trying to tell you that my key isn't working and that I can't get inside somehow. I physically can't open the door, so please let me in.
Oh, really? Is that so? You can't get in at all? Well, that's a shame, Delilah. It's actually because the house key that you have in that unmanicured hand of yours isn't usable anymore.
Huh? What do you mean it's unusable? I've had this key for ages. Did you seriously just lock me out of the house and didn't tell me that the locks were being changed?
I just said exactly what it means, Delilah. You can't use that key of yours. You're such a terrible daughter-in-law who thinks it's her God-given right to stay in this house and ignore us for 2 years. After all the things you've done, I'm surprised you didn't see this coming. You don't notice things at all, do you? You're a complete nuisance to all of us. I was at the limit of my patience, and I couldn't take your crap anymore. So I just changed the lock on the front door so that you couldn't enter this house ever again.
Wow, you are really not joking, are you? This is unbelievable, Rose. You started ignoring me 2 years ago, not me. I really thought we were getting somewhere when you replied to me. Is this your way of kicking me out of the family? Changing the locks and forcibly throwing me out onto the streets? Is this what you wanted?
Of course this is what I wanted. Isn't it obvious with the lock change? I finally now know that you're just a nuisance, and we don't need you anymore at all. Don't come back here ever again.
Okay, I see what you're doing. You really are an expert at ruining people's lives, aren't you, Rose? Fine, I'll do as you wish. I'll leave and never come back.
Yes, it's about time that you finally disappear and get out of our lives. It's about time that we throw out the biggest trash we have in the house.
But I want to do one last thing before I go. I'd like the opportunity to talk to Will for a little bit. That's the only thing I ask for, so at least grant that, please.
No, that won't be necessary. He understands everything that's going on, and he doesn't want to talk to you. You're just a good-for-nothing wife that needs to leave immediately. I plan on lining up all your luggage tomorrow night, just at the front door there. So if you want all your things back, you need to take it all in the morning, all right?
Hello, my sweet daughter. I hope you're okay today. You've been working so hard at work, so I hope you're resting right now. I'm proud of you. Also, I wanted to message you because I got some vegetables from your Nana today. They're fresh out of her garden and they look great. I was thinking of taking some over to you since there's quite a lot here. Would you like some? When can I come over and give it to you? They're in good condition still.
Oh, hey, Mom. It's good to hear from you. You're very sweet, but I'm sorry. I don't know when would be a good time to take those off your hands.
Huh? What do you mean by that, dear? Are you really that busy to not accept some vegetables? Surely you're not busy next weekend, are you?
Oh, no, it's not really anything to do with me being busy, Mom. Even if you tried to come to the house, I won't be there to receive them, and it would cause too much trouble. What I'd like to happen is for you to wait until I find where I'll be living next before you drop them off to me. It wouldn't be too much of a hassle at that point.
Oh, that doesn't sound good, sweetie. You've not split up from Will, have you? You've not decided to move out of the house, have you? What's going on? I thought that you were both doing well with living together and everything like that. Or are you moving away together? I'll have to get you a housewarming gift then.
No, unfortunately, it's nothing like that, Mom. It's a bit more complicated to explain. I hate to break this to you like this, but I got kicked out of the house I was living in.
You're kidding me, right? What happened, Delilah? Can you give me some more details? Why on earth were you kicked out for? Surely this is some kind of joke, right?
I wish I could say that, Mom, but it's no joke. I was so busy at work that I couldn't clean all the areas in the house thoroughly enough. I was doing it early in the morning. I get scolded for that, and basically the punishment was them ignoring me ever since that happened. It's like I don't exist in that house, Mom.
What the heck? But you work so hard, though. How can someone scold you for cleaning? How long has this been going on for, Delilah?
Well, it's actually been going on for quite a while now, for about 2 years. I just didn't want to tell you because I thought I could handle this situation, but obviously not.
Are you kidding me, Delilah? Have they seriously been ignoring you for 2 whole years? How can a family like that do such a thing?
I really wish I was kidding right now, but it's been so horrible and it's been so lonely in the house. It's like I'm talking to myself when I try to interact with them. I guess they had enough of me talking and just being around, so they thought it was time for me to get kicked out of the house. I've got to go over there tomorrow morning to collect all of my possessions. They told me to come and get in as early as possible, otherwise it might be thrown away.
I can't believe this has been happening to you for the longest time. Darling, you don't deserve that kind of treatment. Why would Will do this to his own wife?
Well, he was also ignoring me, along with both of his parents, and it was just terrible. I never thought he would be like this. I can't do anything about it now.
I remember when you both went to register your marriage. He said that he wanted to take care of you so much, so I don't understand. Delilah, you shouldn't have been putting up with this for so long. Why didn't you come and consult me about it? I'm your mom. I can still help with things like this.
I know that I should have told you. I just didn't want you to worry too much about me, and I thought that I could work this out on my own.
Hey, you don't need to worry about how I feel. I just want you to confide in me about these things. I'm more worried that you're going through something like this. Anyway, let's try and sort things that are happening right now. Please come back here for now until we find you a new place to live, okay? You're able to get your luggage tomorrow, right? You can take a couple of hours from work tomorrow using your leave, right? Or we can get a truck and get them to deliver all the stuff that's been left at the front door to here, so we aren't stressing out about it.
Actually, those are both good ideas, Mom. Thank you so much for helping me out. Again, I'm really sorry that I didn't tell you and that I've dragged you into this.
Hey, there's no need to apologize, sweetie. I just want to make sure that you're going to be okay. We'll get you through this, and they're the ones at fault.
So everything's been sorted out now. We put your luggage right in front of the house, but it looks like you've collected everything. It seems like you've had to deal with so much, and that's just over the course of one day. Oh well, I'm glad you cleaned it all up. That was faster than I expected. You know, even if you came around here tomorrow, you would have been too late. I would have thrown it all away as trash for the garbage truck.
Well, well, well. Would you look at this, everyone? My mother-in-law isn't actually ignoring me and is talking to me. Have you finally quit this charade?
Well, isn't it obvious? Since I'm messaging you right now. You've already left your life in this house, so I've accomplished my goals today. The next time, I want to see you stewing in your own frustration of the situation. Where do you live now anyways? An old rundown hotel? Living on the street?
Are you seriously trying to make fun of me? Are you just going to keep doing this until the end of time? Are you telling me that you want to see me suffer?
Oh, come on, of course I do. You were slacking off when it came to cleaning this house. That's not something I'm going to take lying down. I wanted to ruin your comfortable lifestyle. All you did was sit cross-legged and let everything get dirty and dusty. You used your job as an excuse. You should have shut up and created a nice environment for us all to live in. You really were such a terrible wife and daughter-in-law. But I shouldn't have to tell you that because you should know that about yourself.
I just don't get why I had to do all the work when I have a job. If the chores were to get done while I was working, how come you didn't give that responsibility to Will? He's the one who stays at home all day, and he's got plenty of time on his hands to clean and contribute to the household. It's absolutely ridiculous how he does nothing.
You know, that would have never worked out for my son. He's way too busy doing his freelance work at home. He wouldn't have the time to do chores. There would be no point in asking him because it would very much interfere with the work he's doing. I'm not going to disturb him at home.
Are you insane? He's in the house while he's working. He could easily multitask and do a few chores here and there. You thought it was fine to interfere with my work?
Of course I did. And so what was it that I did? I'm allowed to because you didn't do your part. You belong to us so we could treat you however we like.
You've got to be joking. But I get it. You wanted to be in control of me more, but you're just saying this because you think I'm a nuisance when I'm not. I am very much done with this part of my life. If you're all going to treat it as if this is all my fault, I'll say goodbye to Will and break things off with him.
Great. It's about time that you did something like that. I've been waiting for you to do this for ages. Of course we're blaming you because it is your fault.
I see. Whatever you say, Rose. Once I've done that, I'll start arranging all the payment-related matters so that we can get that over and done with. During that process, I want you all to respond to me appropriately so that we can all just move on and not have to see each other ever again.
I don't think that'll be necessary. The payments that you'll be requesting for aren't that much of a big deal anyway. I'll do it just to get you out of my hair. No, just hold on a minute there, Delilah. What on earth is this all about? What's with the stack of bills at the door? I don't understand why they're here.
Look, I've already left the house, so you asking me these sorts of questions at this time is very annoying. Aren't they just charges for things you've bought?
But I don't get it. We've just been going about our lives like we have been for when we kicked you out of the house. I don't see how I'm getting a bill I can't pay for. Literally, every card I've tried to use to pay for things isn't working. They've been blocked with how many times they've declined. I don't have that much cash on me either. How am I supposed to live my life like this from now on if I'm unable to pay for things that we need in this house to live? This makes no sense.
Oh, I get what you're talking about now. I have one thing that I forgot to mention to you all. I changed everything into Will's name so that he became responsible for it. It's now his job to pay for all the credit cards that you use, the utilities, the internet, and everything else in between. It was a very easy process to do, actually.
Huh? He's now in charge of all our payments that we need to make. Since when did this happen? I don't get why he'd have a problem doing that. Hasn't Will been the one paying for all the things that we've been spending up till now? He was forking out all those things for us, right?
Well, actually, in fact, you're very wrong, Rose. You really don't know anything, do you? I've been the one supporting all of your household finances with my job, okay?
That's a complete and utter lie, Delilah. There's no way that someone like you can earn such a high salary. That's absolutely bogus. I don't believe you.
Well, as my former mother-in-law, you might not have known this little piece of information about me, or you just didn't listen or care about what I said. But I'm actually one of the only people in my company that has a high sale performance record, and I'm also a department manager. I also got a sales bonus as well, and so I was supporting you all a lot, but there's no point in me doing that now since I was kicked out of the house.
Okay. So basically, you're just trying to brag about your income. Am I supposed to be impressed? If you won't pay, then ask Will to pay the bills.
You do realize that it was basically impossible for the two of us to live on Will's salary, right? I once saw Will doing his work, but he was mostly just playing video games. However, if you were to continue your lifestyle like it was before I left, then of course a whole stack of bills are going to be sent to your mailbox, Rose.
But Will said that he was making a lot of money since he started working from home, though. He told me that to my face. We just assumed it was him earning the money. You know, because he gave me clothes, money to go on vacation somewhere as a present. You trying to deceive me isn't going to work, Delilah.
If you think that you're being deceived, Rose, then why don't you ask how much Will makes a year or every month? I'm sure he'll have no problem telling you. But I bet you'll be quite surprised. He'll earn pennies compared to a lot of other people, including myself. He's trying to talk himself up to you and not actually doing much. Did you not think that Will was actually using my money to pay for your clothes and the trips that you've been on? Did that not cross your mind? Were your ancestors thieves or something? Because it seems like all of you think you've got the right to pass other people's money as your own. Did you think that that was Will's money?
What on earth are you talking about, you deceitful woman? How dare you accuse my son of being a thief? He's a good boy that loves his mother. That money that you earned whilst you were under this roof was also rightfully your husband's money as you're married. You're being so ungrateful right now. There shouldn't be any complaints in Will using that money to get me things when I do a lot in this house too. He can use it as he pleases. You need to pay this month's bill since you were technically still living here, and the money is also Will's money too. Don't try and get out of this.
Oh, come on, Rose. Stop saying such stupid things to me. You're smarter than that. That money is mine because I work hard and I've got more control over where it goes. And think about this. Where are the people that funded the lifestyle that you have now since you've kicked them out of the house, huh? Do you really think I'm going to pay for living expenses that I haven't seen a single dollar on? You're crazy for asking me to pay your bills. It's beyond insanity.
If you're really going to act this way, since you're completely against me kicking you out of the house, then come back. I'll open the door for you. Would you be satisfied then? You'll have somewhere to live again, and you wouldn't be on the streets and living off food from the trash cans. Let's get back to normal.
What you're talking about, Rose, that's not the problem here. It's how you've been treating me. I'm so over what you've been doing to me. Look, I need to get back to work. I really don't want to see you because I can't even stand to look at you right now, Rose. There's also no need for me to move back in if I don't want to.
You will listen to me, and you'll listen good, you stupid woman. If you don't, I'm going to go to your mother about this. She'll be so mad at you. She knows how the parents are supposed to be treated, so she'll hear me out. Then you'll have no place to go back to, and we'll have to come back to my house. Why, hello there, Penny. It's been quite a long time since we last messaged each other. There's something that I'd like to tell you about Delilah, so please listen up.
Oh, it's you, Rose. Hello. Actually, I'm glad that you've gotten in touch with me, actually. There's something that I've also wanted to talk to you about.
Well, okay then. Since you need to discuss something with me, I'll say what I need to say first then. What the heck kind of education do you have, Penny? I've never heard of a wife like Delilah to go against her own mother-in-law. I thought that it was very common for the mother-in-law to be obeyed and listened to. You may have heard from Delilah about what's been going on, But you can't just take her word for this when she's the cause of everything going wrong.
You say these kinds of words, but how much truth is there to it? Have you ever thought about what Delilah has actually done for you at all, Rose? I definitely didn't raise my daughter to be cruel and horrible as you claim her to be, Rose. How can you treat people so poorly?
Well, you would know how I feel if you've been married at least once in your life. Then you could see how important your attitude is towards the in-laws. But oh, how rude I'm being right now. I'm correct in saying that you were divorced from your husband. You poor thing. Of course you don't know what I'm talking about.
You're such a terrible mother-in-law to my daughter, Rose. Your rules in the house make no sense. You need to stop forcing your values onto other people. You've been saying rude comments for quite a while now, Rose. From what I've heard, Delilah has been working really hard out in the real world. And then you turn around and force her to do housework every morning? Is that true, Rose? Why would you do that when she works a lot? If I had known that she was going into a family that had no sense of humility in their bones, I would have said no to her marrying your awful son.
Excuse me? What did you just say? How dare you talk about me and my family like this? You've completely offended me. I should be saying this crap to you.
As you said before, Rose, I'm not married and I raised Delilah all by myself. So when Delilah brought Will to my house and asked to marry her, what did I ask him to do? What was my wish? To take care of my daughter. He's done the polar opposite of that. Him and your family have completely betrayed our trust. He's acting just like how my ex-husband did when he was leaving me. Puts all the blame on me and tells me he does no wrong. It's nothing but crap.
Betrayed your trust? What the heck are you talking about? None of us have done anything wrong here, so you've got the wrong end of the stick.
If you think you don't know what's actually going on, then you're as blind as a bat, Rose. Did you know that Will was having an affair with another woman?
What on earth are you talking about, Penny? I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Are you accusing my dear son of cheating on your daughter? She's a liar.
I guess you're still being fooled by this, but I plan to mail the divorce papers to you sometime next week. Once that's been signed, he's legally a stranger to Delilah. Then once it's all finalized and set in stone, I don't want you or Will coming anywhere near my daughter ever again. You're to let her be and to stop contacting her.
You can't do that. Where's the evidence that Will was having an affair anyways? Why are you blaming him for? Are you seriously accusing me of a cover-up?
Well, you're so horrible that I wouldn't be surprised if you did something like that. Will was using Delilah's income to fund the woman he was seeing behind her back. There's definitely plenty of evidence that the private investigator found when they were tracking down Will. There are a bunch of photos, so neither of you can get away with this. No matter how many excuses you make for your son, there's no way that he's getting out of this without consequences, and the divorce won't be reversed either.
But you simply can't do this to my family, considering that your daughter was living under our roof. What will happen to our bills? I want her to pay for our living expenses.
Why should she pay for what you spend? That makes no sense at all. She'll never pay any of your family members a single dime ever again. Figure it out yourselves. You're the one that forced her out of the house and to get out of your lives, so that's what she's doing. You've hardly said an apology to us, so why should we help in any way? If you're the ones getting into financial trouble, that's on you, not us. We've got no control of your spending, and if you need help, go and find your own. I don't even get how your son has the guts to do this to my beautiful and caring daughter. She was just trying to help out, and you're all stabbing her in the back. Aside from just complaining about all of you horrible people, please tell Will to fill out the blanks in the divorce papers and submit it to the courthouse as soon as he gets it.
You can't do this. Parents shouldn't be the one communicating this kind of thing when it should be between our children. Why are you dragging me down with my son? This makes no sense at all. I didn't have a clue what he was doing behind Delilah's back. I'm telling you, we're in trouble and we'll need your help. Aren't you going to help people in dire need? How could you be such a person to deny someone of help? I don't understand you people at all.
Well, I don't appreciate you ignoring my daughter for 2 straight years and making her so uncomfortable whenever she came back home from work. She's been nothing but kind to you people, and this is how you repay her? Your son turns around and starts cheating on her and starts using her money to fund his affair. They all take your side in the fight, and your entire family completely ignored her for 2 years. And then you decide it's time to kick her out of the house? If anyone treats people badly, it's you and your horrible son. My daughter didn't deserve this kind of treatment. Luckily, I talked to her and helped her get some things sorted.
She can't just leave us in the lurch like this when she's supposed to sort things out with my son. I'm sure whatever he did was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure he meant no harm. He's a good boy, and I'm sure they can work things out on their own. Once they do that, she can move back in. There'll be no problems like before.
Yeah, I highly doubt that. Things will just go back to the way they were because you're a terrible mother-in-law. Just give Will the divorce papers so we can be done with this. You are not to contact my daughter again, and you're to stay away from us. If you even think about trying to approach us, I'll inform the authorities. You need to think about how you've parented your son. He turned out to be an untrustworthy and horrible man. I guess he must have gotten it from his mother. Good day, Rose.
After that shamble of a situation, Delilah's ex-husband Will was desperately trying to pay her the alimony, but he had no means of paying her back. It's said that he shamelessly went around asking all of his relatives for money just to pay her back. It seemed everyone in his family heard what he did and was not willing to help him out. In the end, the alimony was paid in installments as he couldn't pay it up front in full. Even her father-in-law is still working to help pay her back the money that was owed to her. Of course, Will was dumped by the woman who he was having an affair with. Rose was very frustrated with how things have turned out for her family. It was somewhat her fault, after all. Those sorts of things never work out, and Will spent his days working to pay the alimony he owed to Delilah. As for Delilah, she's doing well at her workplace and even got a promotion. The president of the company introduced her to a new man she's interested in. Hopefully her mother Penny will like the next guy. Hey Mike, are you there? The ceremony is just about to start soon. Is everything okay with you? Are you ready for this? People are wondering where you are.
Okay, I get it. I'll be there as soon as I can. Could I just go to the bathroom for a second so that I can make sure I look okay? I'll be right back. This is the last time I'm doing this as a bachelor.
Yes, of course I understand. Go now before we start. Just don't take too long, Mike. I do want to marry you sometime today. I'm so excited for this. I can't wait to see you soon. Hey, I just wanted to make sure if everything's all right. It's already time for us to start the ceremony and, well, you're still not here yet. Just getting a bit worried. Are you feeling unwell or something? Is it all right if we delay the time we start the ceremony a bit more so that you can get yourself sorted? I just want you to be ready.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not a problem. Yeah, just delay the starting time for a little bit. Well, you can delay it or we can just cancel the wedding ceremony for today. Maybe that's a better idea.
Huh? Cancel our ceremony? What's that supposed to mean, Mike? What are you talking about? Why would you even mention something like that when it's been planned for months?
Well, I just want it to be canceled, Violet. I was actually planning on disappearing from here without saying anything. So I guess I'll take this opportunity to tell you. I kind of feel sorry for you at the moment, but I can't go on like this any longer. I don't love you anymore, Violet. I can't get married to you if I don't love you. Actually, I wanted to tell you this earlier before we continued on in our relationship, but it's been such a busy time and there was no right moment, you see? I'll just be honest with you right now. I've actually met someone else. I've fallen in love with her and want to be with her. I've got really strong feelings for her.
Whoa. Now, just hang on a minute, all right? You're doing this to me on the day that we're supposed to have our wedding ceremony? Are you serious?
Well, I had to tell you now before it was too late, okay? I didn't want to wait until we were married and then tell you and ask for a divorce. It wouldn't be right. Actually, you should be grateful that I told you now instead of later, to be honest with you. In any case, I could have told you at the end, at the altar in front of everyone. I'm telling you all this now so that I can save you the embarrassment later on, okay? And then no one else would have to witness what I was saying to you.
I can't believe this is happening right now. Don't you see that you're breaking my heart now when we should be getting married? How don't you feel like this?
Of course it hurts. I was spending so much time thinking only about Holly, and it was painful. I can't get her off my mind because I do love her. I feel so bad, and I feel like I can't look you in the face anymore. I can't bear being in the same room as you since I'm having to tell this to you. I only want to be with Holly, and I can't do that if I get married to you, Violet. I just want to be with her. There was no good way to tell you.
Yeah, you've made that pretty obvious, Mike. You can't be that heartbroken if you're thinking about this other woman. I guess her name is Holly?
Yes, that's her name. She's the woman that I have my heart set on, Violet. Things aren't going to work out with us. I didn't know how to tell you, but at least you don't have to go through a wedding anymore. Well, then, I hope that you find happiness again with another man in the future. I'll be so happy from now on, so I'm sure you'll find it too. I wish you all the best with that. Oh, Violet, I can't believe that this has happened to you, sweetheart. But to be honest, it cheered me up. This is great, don't you think? This is such a relief, right? Before you both got engaged, I always thought that Mike was a bit of a scumbag. I really did think there was something super dodgy about him. If he didn't do what he did until after you got married, things would have been much worse. And there would have been a lot more troubling things to deal with.
I guess so, but I don't really see it that way right now. How can I when I just got dumped before I was supposed to get married? I'm really depressed right now.
Yeah, I know it really is a horrible thing to go through. It's only natural for you to feel this way right now. The groom just took off when he was supposed to be at a wedding. It would be weird if you didn't feel depressed. It's not nice to leave someone at the altar and you're completely taken by surprise. He's had plenty of time to do this.
Yeah, I can no longer contact him now. He's just completely cut me out of his life. He doesn't want to be near me ever again, even though I was supposed to be his wife. I've caused a lot of hardship for the people who made such an effort to make it here today for the ceremony. Even you and Mom, you've done a lot to make this happen.
Hey, now don't worry about anything like that right now, Violet. It's not your fault, and everyone wanted to come to support you. You're suffering the most at the moment, Violet. All you should be thinking about right now is yourself and how you're going to get through this heartbreak. We're all fine, and we're here for you when you need us, no matter what.
Well, that's very sweet of you, Dad. Thank you for that. Everything has really come as a huge shock to me, and I just feel so down and haven't got a clue what to do.
I'll take a moment to talk to Mike's parents as well to see if they knew what was truly going on. Apparently they can't get in touch with Mike either. They're very confused as well.
Oh, that's odd. I've also tried to contact his colleagues. They also can't get in contact with him either. The company received some sort of resignation letter from him out of the blue. It was delivered via their internal email system, and they had no idea he was considering on quitting his job. They have no idea where he's gone or any contact details.
Oh, okay, I see. This is a very odd and irrational thing to do. He's basically thrown his whole life away and eloped. Absolutely great. He seems really into this other woman to do this.
Yeah, I'm trying to calm myself down at the moment and just reorganize my thoughts. It's going 100 miles per hour and it's driving me crazy. He's ruined everything and there's nothing I can do since no one can get in contact with him and it sucks. He shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. I'm sorry, Dad, but is it all right for me to go home before everyone else? I've gone through so much today and I can't stand being in this venue anymore. Can you take care of things, please?
Yes, of course, Violet. There's no need to worry about anything. We've got it covered. Just leave the wedding venue for us to sort out. You just get home safely. But Violet, don't get too down about this, okay? There's not much point dwelling on something that's in the past now. He's the one that should feel bad, but I bet that scumbag doesn't. Your old dad will be here by your side for anything you need. I'll help you to the best of my ability, and let's try and move forward from this together, okay?
Yes, you're right, Dad. I'll try and just focus on myself for now and get back on track with my own life. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for always supporting me and taking care of things.
Hey, Violet, I hope that this is still your number. I thought that I'd message you since it's been a long time. Have you been well? It's me, by the way.
Me? Who's me? Oh my God, Mike? This seriously can't be you, is it? This has got to be some kind of joke, right? What's happened this time, Mike?
Okay, what the heck is with your attitude, Violet? There's no need to act so cold toward me, especially when I'm just trying to say hello to you. You know, Violet, I bet you've been really lonely for the past 6 years without me around, right? I've just messaged you, so you should be happy about it.
What the heck, Mike? What on earth do you want from me after all this time? Were you abandoned by the woman you left me for or something?
Nice guess, Violet, but no, that's not it at all. However, I've come back to this town because I wanted to feel that nostalgic feeling once again.
Wow, you've got a lot of guts showing up around here again after you eloped all those years ago. You know when you eloped, you took some of my personal belongings with you. But not only that, but I had to pay the cancellation fee for the wedding ceremony and also other expenses as well. Thanks a bunch for that. I appreciate it so much.
Don't be so titchy, Violet. Stop rehashing everything that happened 6 years ago. It happened, it's over. So move on and stop bringing it up. Is this why you're still single, Violet? Because you can't get over what happened and you just have to tell every single date you go on about the fiancé who abandoned you?
What the heck are you on about, Mike? Do you really think that I've kept space for you in my mind and heart this entire time? You are seriously dreaming.
You realize that women who hold grudges over people for a long time aren't that popular with males. We don't want that kind of energy around us. But you used to be way nicer. Your personality seems to have completely changed over these past 6 years. You used to be more gentle and kind. Now you've become bitter and angry. You'll never find love or happiness if you continue to act this way towards people. Don't be lazy and change your attitude.
Are you seriously saying all this crap to me right now out of the blue? Why would you say that after all this time? You don't even know me anymore and you cut me off.
Well, that's why I'm trying to talk to you again, Violet. Because I've heard that you've turned out this way and I wanted to come back and help you.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? You want to help me how? What on earth are you even talking about, Mike? I don't want or need your help.
Well, I thought that maybe you're still living a pretty lonely life without me. So I thought maybe we should get married like we were supposed to. What do you think about that? That should turn your frown upside down, right? You'd be happy then, right? You won't be such a miserable person anymore.
What on earth is all that supposed to mean? You're making me so confused as to why you're bringing all this up when you wanted nothing to do with me when you eloped.
You heard me. I know that you know how to read, so I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about right now. I'll marry you so you'll be happy. Why are you acting like so cool and nonchalant about all of this? I bet you're super happy to hear my proposal, right? Hey, why have you gone quiet? Aren't you gonna reply to me? Be quick about it. Don't be so rude, Violet. Look, I apologize for disappearing on you when I went to the toilet 6 years ago. Come on, it's been over 6 years since this happened, so it's time to let it go, Violet. Let's just continue on with our relationship and get married.
Well, since you say all of that, maybe I should let things go since it was a long time ago. Let's reserve a wedding venue so that we can get married properly.
Hey, you finally replied to me. Wow, really? Are you actually wanting to do this with me? You're actually going to accept my request to marry you? Nice. I totally knew that you would. I knew that you'd be happy to have me back in your life again. I feel so smart right now. No matter how long it's been, you can't say no to me.
Well, of course, Mike. Being able to finally marry a man like you has been a lifelong dream of mine. But I assume you knew that, right? Since you know me so well.
Oh, what? Really? Such a nice dream to have. So like I said before, let's just forget what happened 6 years ago, okay? So now this is the part where we get married? Okay?
You know, Mike, I'm really looking forward to this. The wedding ceremony is going to be fantastic. Finally, my dream of becoming a wife is going to come true.
Why, yes, of course it will. I'll definitely make it come true, so I hope you're grateful for that. Well, let's meet up so we can talk about it some more. When should we do that?
Oh, I don't know if I really want to do that, Mike. It's not necessary, is it? I don't want to meet up with you until the day of the wedding, okay?
Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean you don't want to meet up until the wedding? How are we supposed to sort out all the details?
Well, after all, we basically separated at a wedding venue, right? If that might be the case again, how about we just meet at the venue itself? I think it's the best way to fill the gap that was made 6 years ago. We got back to it. It all ended so that we can start all over again. What do you think about that?
Okay, I see what you mean, I guess. Feel free to do whatever you like when it comes to us getting married. However, we need to hold the ceremony as soon as possible, all right?
Yes, we do. It'll be sorted, so don't worry about that. I'll try and request the closest date so that we can make that happen. I'm sure there'll be some days available at the venue.
Okay, got it. Let's do that so we can get this done as soon as possible. I'm glad that we're actually going to get married this time around.
Right? Yes. My dream will soon come true. I can't wait for that to happen, Mike. This will be the greatest day of my life. By far.
The day's finally arrived. We're going to get married, Violet. Can you actually believe it? Especially since we've not spoken for such a long time. Have you made yourself look pretty?
Wow, it really is the day today. Of course I've made myself look good for you, Mike. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To have a wedding, I mean. And today is the day I get to see my beloved for the first time in so many years. It's unbelievable. How could we let so much time pass, Mike?
I know, right? Well, I'm glad that you look good and are feeling good about this. Once we get married and everything, will you be completely devoted to me, Violet? Would you sacrifice everything for me? Take care of me, support me, and love me until the end of my days, Violet? Can you do all those things?
Of course I can. Isn't it natural for a new wife to do all those things for the husband they love? And also, it's because I love you a lot.
I see. That's good that you're actually agreeing with me right now. I was hoping that you would. That's a good feeling to have. By the way, I don't really know a lot about what is happening with this ceremony. All I have from you is the address of where the ceremony's taking place. But this place kind of feels a bit off, don't you think? Is there really a wedding venue in a place like this? Where am I exactly? I have no idea.
Don't worry, I'm sure you're really close to where the venue is. Just hurry up and get here. I can't wait any longer. I just want to be married to you already.
I totally get where you're coming from, since I made you wait such a long time for this day, huh? But it can't be helped what happened.
Ah, yes, I suppose you're right. You'll need to have your ID to be able to get into the building and do the paperwork, so don't forget to do that, Mike.
Wait, what? I need a form of ID? On my wedding day? What do I need that for, Violet? Oh, is it because we haven't even registered our marriage yet?
Well, yes, but that's not really important at the moment. We can finalize the documents more later, but it's better to have an ID on you. Let's just have the ceremony first. I just want to hurry up and be with you. I want to see you so that we can do this thing together. There's no way that I'm giving up on being able to marry you.
Okay, I get it, Violet. I get what you're saying, but you should really calm down about the whole thing considering we've finally both agreed to do this. All right, I'm going to start heading towards you now since you seem to be really excited about this. I wasn't sure you were going to feel this way or not. You've gotta be pulling my leg right now, Violet. Stop messing with me. This isn't funny. You've been fooling me, haven't you? What's with this venue? It's seriously just a warehouse. What's happening with the ceremony, Violet? Why are you playing this sort of prank? This isn't the time to do that.
Of course I wanted to play a prank on you, Mike. Seriously, think about it. Who in their right mind would want to marry you? Especially in a warehouse.
And in addition to you calling your mother about this, you dragged my parents here as well. How could you do something like that? I told you not to contact them at all.
Yeah, well, I thought I would take the opportunity to mess with you since you were telling me not to tell people about our not-so-secret marriage. It seems like both your parents have also held a grudge against you for the longest time, Mike. They were super frustrated about how you eloped. But besides that, I thought I'd make sure to keep your secret from earlier, okay? I'm very good at keeping the promises I make.
I guess the reason why you wanted me to bring my ID today was so that I'd be the one in charge of payment. But when it comes to money, I can't pay for anything, Violet.
I don't think it's the fact that you can't pay the money, Mike. You've got an obligation to pay. No matter what, you owe people a bit of dosh. You took money from your parents without asking for permission first. You took the money that was taken from my house without telling me about it. There's also the wedding expenses that need to be paid for. It was such a waste because nothing happened. So yes, of course you need to pay this all back to us.
But that's just so crazy, Violet. It could add up to be more than $50,000 altogether for what I owe. I don't have that kind of money on me anymore. Enough of this. What's going on here? You called me into this warehouse and this whole thing seems like it was a plot to get me here. Explain yourself.
I don't get what you're talking about, Mike. Don't you think that this was a lovely surprise? I planned it all down to the fine details. It was nice, wasn't it?
Oh, stop kidding yourself, Violet. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to put up with this crap. I wanted to marry you, and now you've made me your enemy. It's unreal. You're already in your late 30s, Violet. You're getting really ancient, and your biological clock is ticking away very quickly now. You'll never have a chance to get married again.
Ah, well, you see, that's not the case with me anymore, Mike. You're very wrong. I'm already engaged to my lovely fiancé, so I think I'll be all right.
Now just hold on a minute. What did you just say? Are you really being serious right now? You're actually engaged?
I don't kid when it comes to this sort of thing, Mike. We're also planning a wedding for next year. I'll let you come if you like. You'd love it.
But this can't seriously be happening right now. No way! Are you lying to me? There's no way that you're actually engaged to a real human being, are you? I've just heard so many things being said about you. I thought that you'd want to marry me since you've been so lonely without me.
The only reason why I've been feeling lonely is because he's overseas at the moment, working abroad. He'll be on his own for about 6 months. That's why we're living separately right now. It's on you if you made a mistake about my current relationship status. I'm not single at all.
What the heck, Violet? Are you being serious? There's no way that you have a fiancé. I simply can't believe that, not even for a second.
Well, that's on you then. You came back into town at such a bad time. I can't believe you even went to all that trouble of following me to find out more about my life.
Huh? Me? Following you? What do you mean by that? I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Violet. I haven't done anything like that.
Did you really think I wouldn't notice, Mike? Do you think I'm that dumb? I've been aware of your whereabouts. It started a week before I even heard from you. I also heard from other people in town that they had spotted you snooping around and trying to follow me. I just knew you were going to try and contact me.
But how could you seriously have sensed that I was following? Was I really that bad at following you? You knew I was here before I messaged you?
Of course I did. You weren't very clever about it. You needed money, right? That's why you set your sights on the woman you dumped over 6 years ago. Did you seriously have this idea in that thick head of yours that I've been thinking about you and only you for this entire time? You're seriously delusional. Do you really think that I was going to believe that crap you said about how you would do anything for me and wanted to be with me so badly? I knew it was a joke. You've been away for so long, Mike. We'd all forgotten about you until you decided to invade our lives again. No one really needs you. You need us more.
Hey, none of that is even remotely true, okay? I don't need any money at all. I have my own. I just wanted to come back to my hometown and start over again.
Don't lie to yourself or to me, Mike. You need money and a place to escape to. I already know this. I don't think you've got any intention of staying in this town for too long. Let me guess, you were planning on moving somewhere else with me once we got married, right? You would want us to elope and for me not to see my family again?
Oh, what are you talking about, Violet? Where the heck did you get that outrageous idea from? Why do you think that I'd do such a thing?
Because you literally did the dirty on me by having an affair behind my back, loving another woman, and then eloping with her on our wedding day. I was practically handed divorce papers when I had hardly got to spend my married life with you. And also it seems that you ran away without paying anyone back.
What the heck are you saying right now? Why are you being so aggro about this? How did you even know about her? I was living with her in Florida. There's no way that so much information like that gets all the way to a small town in New Jersey. There's no way that was talked about.
Of course it was talked about, Mike. It was pretty obvious what you did to me, and I was not left in the complete dark about it. There is a thing called the internet these days.
What do you mean by that? You found out these things on the internet? How could you have possibly known where to look, as I didn't say a thing?
Don't you remember anything that happened 6 years ago, Mike? You've obviously got a really poor memory. You told me a bit of information that helped me in my search. You told me that the woman you fell in love with was named Holly. She was the one you eloped with. That was the day you disappeared from our wedding ceremony. I asked a group of attendees at our wedding if they knew a woman by the name of Holly. I actually heard a very interesting story from one of your old colleagues. There was a temporary worker that just started at the company you worked for called Holly, and you were the one in charge of training her.
Wow, that's impossible. How could you have found all this out from just asking people her name? You know, you're kind of scary, Violet.
I'm not when it comes to finding out the reason why a man would leave me. After that, it really wasn't difficult to get Holly's number since it was given out to everyone almost. She acted like she was so popular. I suppose she was, since you did more than just train her, didn't you, Mike? Since then, I've just been killing time. In the few years after you eloping, I saw her complaining about how you left her at the altar, basically, and it had been the main thing she ranted about online. So there was another story that was the same as mine about how you cheated on her and was able to run away with all this money that didn't belong to you. I found out all about this woman from all these posts online. It wasn't hidden very well either, so I don't think it was a big secret what you did to us.
Okay, you don't understand the kind of person she really is, Violet. And also, how dare you go snooping? Your internet literacy is too much to handle sometimes.
Well, Mike, you've got very little human literacy. You're terrible at reading other people and their feelings. You show no remorse and don't care about the consequences. I bet that you're thinking about how you can get out of this one, especially since I've found out so much crap. You're just thinking about running away again.
Shut up. You don't know anything about me or what I did. And I was somewhat sorry for what I did to you all those years ago. I couldn't help how I felt back then. I can't pay back all the people I took money from. It's gone, and there's no way I should be responsible if I can't pay it back. It can't be helped. How dare you treat me as the enemy? Some of this is your fault as well. You lured me here and trapped me. Do you think you can see things clearly and just win this?
I don't think this is about winning anything, Mike. It's not a competition. I want you to pay back for what you did to me and to other people. But to be honest, I don't mean to win. All I wanted was to see you lose everything, and that's what's going to happen to you right now.
What on earth are you talking about? How dare you talk down to me like this? This is so unlike you. Okay, fine, I get what you're doing here, Violet. Look, I'll just come out and say I'm sorry for what I did. I knew it wasn't totally the right thing to do at the time. I was just a little stupid, okay? It was definitely my fault. But I just want you to help me out now, all right? We were originally going to get married, right? You once loved me, right? Don't you want to help me in my time of need?
What the heck are you talking about, Mike? Help you? What could you possibly need help with? What am I supposed to do? What do you want from me?
I'd just like you to lend me just a little bit of money, okay? I also don't have any intention of running away this time either. I was planning to pay you back once I saved up some money.
Do you really think I'd trust you to actually do that after your sketchy actions at the time? Really? Shouldn't you be paying me back since you had an affair? It would be the most common sense thing to do in this situation, right? You know what? I don't like when you say these things because I know you have a smug look on your face.
What are you talking about? I don't have a smug look on my face at all. I really need you to lend me some money, Violet. I don't need much. Just lend me the money. I can pay Holly back immediately and she'll be out of my hair and then we can get married too. So we'll all win. We can all be happy.
Huh? Is this some kind of sick joke? Are you actually still planning on marrying me? After everything I said and your arrogance? I can't believe this crap, Mike. You've got a lot of nerve asking for this kind of favor and also having these types of intentions. I told you that I'm engaged, okay? I can't lend you any money.
Oh, right. I forgot that you're actually with another man. This wasn't supposed to be how things turned out. This sucks. What am I supposed to do now?
Well, you could at least try and be a decent human being, you know? Not run away from your problems, not cheat on women, not ask for money from ex-partners. That would be a really good start, but that could honestly take forever for you to learn. You're never going to grow up, are you, Mike? You are so immature.
Hey, now come on, Violet, don't be like this. I'm trying to turn things around. I just really need your help this time, and it's not like I wouldn't pay you back. Just please help me.
Oh, stop it. You left me at the altar. You made me pay for my canceled wedding. You had an affair with another woman, and now you're bothering me so much. I'm so over you and your presence, and I want you to leave me alone. I don't want to hear from you ever again. If you contact me again, I'll call the cops, and they can deal with you. You're going to pay back all the money that you took from me, your parents, and whoever else you owe money to. If you don't, I'll see you in court.
Please, Violet, I'm begging you. Wait, don't do this to me. I need help. Anything would be greatly appreciated. I'm sorry for what I did. Don't be like this. Come back, Violet.
After that whole fiasco, Mike continued to stay in town, just as Violet's father had suspected. He started working multiple jobs, such as working at a factory in town, being a temporary worker in a neighboring town, and other odd jobs. It seems that he's working hard to pay off the debts. He was hoping that someone would sympathize with him and extend a helping hand. Of course, no one feels sorry for him, and he was always dismissed when he explained his story to other people. Everyone knew what he did, and they knew it was his fault. Finally, he couldn't stand the stairs anymore and ran away again. He apparently tried to escape from the debt collectors, but was eventually caught. There are rumors floating around that he's currently on board an oil rig off the coast of the country somewhere. This might be a good opportunity to think about what he's done to the people he once loved. 6 months later, Violet married her husband and then lived happily next to her parents. She also had pre-wedding jitters and thought of escaping to the bathroom, but it was just a passing thought.
With the way you've been acting, anyone would think you were the heroine of a superhero movie. Who the hell do you think you are? Let's face it, you've but spent the best part of your life relying on my big brother to look after you. Things must be going really bad for you right about now, am I right? How exactly do you plan on getting by and making things work on your own now without him? It's clearly hopeless, so you may as well just give up. Let me make one thing clear. Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean I'm gonna go easy on you. You might think having a baby in the oven means you get an easy ride, but I promise you, you're wrong. My big bro isn't here to protect you anymore, and mark my words, I'm gonna let you have it.
Jeez, Marge, why do you have to speak to me like that? I'm still coming to terms with the fact that my husband just died here. Couldn't you at least try to be a little more sensitive? You shouldn't say things like that, not even as a joke.
Oh, believe me, I'm not joking. I mean every word I say to you. Anyway, how about you quit acting like you're the only one who's sad? He was my brother. I'm upset he's gone too, you know.
Yeah, of course you are. It's been a big blow for all of us. I don't think I'm the only one who's upset. I don't think that for one moment.
Hey, the whole having to get by on your own thing must be proving seriously tough for a low IQ pea-brained middle school dropout like you. Tell me, Ivy, are you struggling? Is life without my brother difficult? I saw you break down in tears in the hospital hallway when the doctor told you the news. God, it was so hilarious. But seriously, who acts like that in public? Do you think we're in a movie or something? Just because your husband died doesn't mean you get to act like a little girl and burst into tears in front of everyone. Have some decorum and self-respect. Oh my God, you make me cringe so hard. Just thinking about how embarrassingly pathetic you are makes me burst out laughing. Seriously, every time I remember something dumb you've done, I can't help but laugh out loud. It's like you're a walking comedy show.
I guess we see the world differently then. I don't think there's anything wrong with showing the world you're upset when you're upset. What, should we all just pretend we don't have feelings? What good would that do? It's not like I plan on bursting into tears at the funeral either, but then who knows? When you need to cry, and there's no rule book. In any case, I was completely beside myself when the doctors told me the news. There was no way I could have held everything together in that situation.
I guess pregnant women are known for being mentally unstable. It's like your hormones are on a wild roller coaster ride, and you never know what to expect next. One thing's for sure, you're entertaining as heck. You do know you're gonna be a mother soon, right? I think it's time you reevaluated the way you act, sweetie. Seriously, with a baby on the way, you might want to start thinking about how your behavior affects those around you. It's not just about you anymore. You've got a little one to consider now. So maybe tone it down a bit and start acting more responsibly. Imagine how embarrassed your daughter's gonna be if you keep breaking down in tears in public like that. Cringe.
Sure, maybe you do find it cringeworthy. But when I was hit with the reality that my husband, who was so excited about becoming a dad, was gone and was never coming back, I just couldn't control myself. My whole world fell apart in the blink of an eye, and I wanted to crawl into a hole and die. Everything seemed to come crashing down all at once, and I was completely overwhelmed. It felt like I was drowning in my own emotions, unable to catch a breath, and all I wanted to do was disappear.
Yep. It's only natural you'd be sad after losing the guy who was paying for you to exist. I wonder how you're gonna get by in the world all on your own now. I can't wait to find out from the sidelines while laughing at you.
Marge, why must you be like this?
You really are a tragic, low IQ, pea-brained moron. To think you worked so hard to bag yourself a guy with some money so you never have to work again. Only for him to die and leave you all alone. Your future is filled with nothing but misery and despair, and I think it's hilarious. I, on the other hand, will be living in Italy as an exchange student soon, where nothing but joy, happiness, and success await me. Our lives are going in such different directions, and it's great!
Exchange in Italy? Well, that sounds fun. I'm sure the world will open up for you, and you'll find so many new and amazing opportunities over there. I hope you come back to the States with a more broad-minded view of the world.
Who the hell do you think you're talking down to? You're just some pathetic low-life stay-at-home housewife with a dead husband. A loser like you can never afford to go abroad like me.
There is so much wrong with what you're saying, I don't even know where to start. For starters, I'm not a stay-at-home housewife. I mean, I already told you that, but you never seem to listen to me. I work from home every day. I feel blessed to be able to work despite being pregnant. I told you this before, right? Don't you remember?
Give me a break. There's no way an uneducated pea-brain like you could possibly land a job where you can work from home. If you're gonna lie, at least make it believable.
I'm not lying. What would I have to gain about lying like something like this in the first place? Let me tell you something, Marge, and this has been on my mind for a while. You seem to think that going to a prestigious university makes you special, don't you? I can tell how much you love looking down on people who don't have as much formal education as you. But I can assure you, you're in for a rude wake-up call if you take that attitude out into the world with you. You'll make nothing but enemies behaving like this, and you need to stop before you upset the wrong person.
What? Who the hell are you to give someone like me advice? You're only trying to stop me having standards because you dropped out of middle school, and it hurts to get called a moron.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. When you finally enter society, you're going to see that things like kindness, respect, hard work, and humanity are far more important than educational background. Sure, education is important, and in some situations it's the difference between getting a job or being straight up ignored. So believe me, I don't want to downplay it for a second. However, being a member of society is about coexisting harmoniously with others, and to do that, you're going to need a lot more than just education.
I don't need a lecture on what society's about from the neat stay-at-home housewife. Thanks. I feel like you should at least have some life experience of your own before getting all self-righteous and giving me advice.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you, but I have a job. I'm sure you'll understand one day. Once you get a job and start making your own money.
But how can you say that as a frickin' stay-at-home housewife? This is too funny.
I may as well be talking to a brick wall. Anyway, I'm busy making funeral arrangements, so I don't have time for this. Goodbye.
My brother's funeral is over, which means soon you're officially gonna be my slave.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? Please, Marge, I'm tired. If you're going to bore me with trivial bullshit, can't you at least wait till later?
Your existence itself is trivial bullshit. Have some respect when speaking to your superiors, you ugly, wrinkled, moronic middle school dropout bitch. If someone had to die, I would have rather it been you. My brother was way more valuable to the human race.
What did you just say?
All you're good for is giving birth. Once you give birth to my brother's baby, you'll have outlived your purpose. Feel free to die anytime. Oh, and while we're on the topic, let me make one thing clear. My brother's dead now, so you're nothing to my family anymore. Starting tomorrow, you're my personal slave, you uneducated moron.
Sure, fine by me. I think it'd be best if you didn't go around bragging about it, though. I'm not sure people would think too highly of how you're acting. But more likely, people would just burst out laughing if they saw what a moron you're being.
Stop putting on a brave face, middle school dropout.
Whatever.
Do you have any idea how much you've embarrassed me yesterday? I swear, I'll never forgive you for this.
What did I do? You self-destructed of your own accord. This is exactly what I warned you about, but you didn't listen. I made it pretty clear that you were going to end up embarrassing yourself if you went around bragging about what a dick you were being towards me. It's not my fault you chose to ignore me.
But who the hell could have seen this coming? A plain Jane like you? Drops out of middle school, then a few years later, ends up going to Oxford University in the UK, one of the most prestigious universities on the planet? Why the hell didn't you tell me anything? I was sure you had no education.
It's not like it was a secret or anything. You just didn't ask me about it, that's all. You interrupted me when I told you I dropped out of middle school and have done nothing but mock me ever since. I didn't correct you because I was like, fine, so what? What the hell do I care what she thinks of me?
Oh my god, I can't believe it. Our entire family knew all along and I was the only one who didn't. I can't believe everyone burst out laughing at me. Oh my god, it was horrible.
What's the problem? You're going to a fairly decent university yourself, aren't you? Where was it again? Dartmouth? You barely got in by the skin of your teeth, right? That said, I don't really know much about American universities because I have no interest in them, so it might not be that great. Anyway, were you going somewhere with all this, or are you just wasting my time?
You shut your goddamn mouth. I was trying to show everyone the difference between a university grad and a middle school dropout, because that's what you made me think you were. I thought I could make a laughingstock of you in front of the whole family by cracking a few jokes.
It's probably not wise to make fun of people when they could be significantly more accomplished than you without you knowing it. It turns out you were the moron all along, huh? It's no wonder everyone laughed at you. All of my friends are ex-childhood prodigies who got flown to Oxford from around the world after skipping several grades in their home countries due to being too intelligent. I guess I just kind of figured that was normal since they were the only people I associated with. You certainly got the laugh you wanted, it just wasn't aimed at who you thought it would be. I could barely contain myself either. My side still kinda hurt.
God damn you, I swear I'll never forgive you for this.
What's the problem? Like I already told you. Sure, education is important when you enter society. But kindness, respect, hard work, and humanity always come out on top. You're still young, Marge. It's not too late to change. And honestly, I think this could be the kick up the backside you need to take a long, hard look at yourself. I'm rooting for you.
Ugh, I do not like the way you're speaking to me, Ivy. God, you piss me off. Don't think having a half-decent education gives you the right to look down on me.
Huh? So before you knew, I was looking down on you because I was uneducated. And now I'm looking down on you because I'm educated? Geez, I can't catch a break here. I guess I at least seem to have gone up a little in your estimation.
Shut the hell up! I'm going to Italy, and I'm gonna become the best fashion designer there ever was. The whole world will know my name, and then you'll be sorry. I'll show you all of you who laughed at me. I'll make you pay for belittling me. Gah!
Good luck with that.
Hello, Ivy. I hope you're okay. You've been through a lot lately. The funeral must have been very difficult for you. To think, you're going through all this with a baby inside you too. I find your tenacity admirable, my dear. Have you been resting up properly? Are you eating? Are you getting a good night's sleep?
Hey, Mom, thanks for your kind words. Yeah, I'm more or less okay. Obviously, I still miss him like hell, but I'm okay. Thanks for worrying about me. I've been working from home ever since it happened, and I think I'm making progress at a steady pace. But there's no denying the fact that I'm getting pretty heavy now, and my energy levels aren't what they used to be, so I always make sure to mix in regular breaks.
That's good, honey. I'm glad to hear that. There's no need to overdo anything. Just take it easy and pace yourself. Remember, it's important to take breaks and not push yourself too hard. You've been doing great so far, and there's no rush. Just keep doing what you're doing, and everything will fall into place. You're living for two now, remember? When you need to rest, rest. Yours and the baby's health is what's most important.
Yep, I hear ya. That's what I plan on doing. Actually, I'm having a little break as we speak while tidying up around the house. Remember that baby cam you suggested I try out a little while back? Well, I took the plunge and ordered it off of Clamazon, and I'm currently in the process of tinkering with the settings and giving it a whirl. I'm looking at the live feed as we speak, actually. The quality's crazy good.
I know. Isn't it amazing? I'm pleased you bought it, dear. Isn't technology amazing these days? But Ivy, where do you plan on going from here? Will you be staying there in the States to raise your baby on your own now that your husband's gone? Of course, I plan on flying over and visiting you for the birth. But as for sticking around to help you afterwards, I'm sorry, dear, but that's not going to be possible. I can't uproot and move back there. Not at my age. I'm sorry. I wish there was more I could do to help after all you've been through.
Mom, it's fine, really. Don't worry about it, okay? Actually, now that you mention it, I was actually planning on heading over to you. I thought bringing up the baby over there might be good. What with everything that happened, I think it'd be better for both me and the baby if we had you around.
Wow, really? I can't believe it. I'm so pleased. You're always welcome here, darling. It's a little sudden, but I'm so pleased to hear you say that.
Of course, we've lived here in America until now, but that was when we had my husband and his job to rely on. Ever since he died, his little sister's being even more aggressive towards me than usual. It's like she thinks she has a license to say whatever she wants to me now that he's not around to stop her. To be honest, I'm not sure sticking around here would be very good for my mental health.
Oh dear. Is she really being like that? I wonder why she's so mean-spirited. You know, I always got the impression she was jealous of you and her brother. The way she acts around you, it's like she thinks you stole him from her or something.
Yeah, in her eyes, I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I do think that plays a part, but to be honest, I'm concerned it goes a little deeper. The thing is, I'm not the only one she acts like this with. She doesn't seem to be happy unless she's looking down on or bullying someone. I honestly kind of feel bad for her. I feel like she has some kind of major personality disorder.
I guess some people are just like that, huh? What about her exchange trip to Italy?
Oh, that? Dan's relatives have been holding some discussions over it, actually. To be honest, I'm thinking of not getting involved at all. I mean, I hardly feel inclined to when she treats me like that.
I see. Yes, dear, I think that's for the best. There's no need for you to go through any more stress than you already have been. Lord knows you've had your fair share of that.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Mom. I always feel a lot better when I speak to you. Still, it's not like the family have decided on anything yet, and discussions are still ongoing. But to be honest, I'm thinking of telling her exactly how I feel.
Yes, dear, you do that. I'll have your back no matter what, and don't you ever forget that. If you ever need anything, I'm only a single message away. I'll drop whatever I'm doing and fly straight over there if that's what I have to do.
Thanks, Mom. You're the best. Hang on a second. It looks like someone just arrived at the house. I'm just gonna head outside to see who it is. I'll message you again soon.
Okay, dear. Be careful on your feet, okay?
I will. Thanks, Mom. Marge, why you've really gone and done it this time.
I have no idea what you mean. Don't message me out of the blue like this, you ugly old hag. I'll have to scrub my phone with alcohol wipes now.
You disappeared after you came to the house yesterday when I said I didn't feel well and had to rest. I don't know where the hell you went. But are you aware of the suspicious fire that started right around the time you were here?
Huh? Fire? I don't have a clue what you mean. That is so not my problem. There was a fire? Cool. Lucky you woke up when you did, huh? You could have been burnt to a crisp.
As for the cause of the fire brigade said they think it was caused by me leaving the gas on by mistake when I went to sleep. The only problem with that is that I wasn't using the gas. That's why this reeks of being one of your evil little tricks.
Evil little tricks? Who am I? A comic book villain? This is crazy talk, Ivy. You're paranoid. I didn't do anything. Don't you think it's finally time you saw a shrink to get your mental problems checked out? You were probably just delirious and left the gas on by mistake. You know how easily tired you get these days. I don't even cook. Why would I, of all people, turn the gas on? You probably turned it on to make me that cup of coffee while I was waiting on the sofa.
No, that can't be it. I made that with the kettle. I didn't turn the gas on at all.
Still, your kitchen was full of flammable material, right? You probably left something on by mistake and then it spread out of control. You really should start taking responsibility for your actions and being more careful in the future.
I never said anything in the kitchen was on fire. Why did you think the fire happened in the kitchen?
Huh? Where else would a fire start other than the kitchen? Besides, where else could you turn the gas on? Geez, you really can be an absolute pea-brain sometimes.
Actually, there is another possibility. I love candles and I have them all over the house. I noticed a candle where the fire started that I know damn well wasn't there before. For what you're saying to be true, I would have had to unconsciously move the candle, lit the candle, and then forgotten about it, all without noticing or remembering what I'd done.
Sure, isn't that what happened? You said yourself that you didn't feel good. You were probably delirious.
As you know, I went to lie down on the sofa after that. You were the only person who could have possibly moved that candle.
What's your point? You can make all the absurd accusations you want. The bottom line is you have zero evidence, and you can't prove a damn thing. You make me sick. I get that you hate me, but isn't making baseless accusations about me setting fire to your house based on nothing but your warped prejudices taking it a little too far? I'm telling your mom.
Evidence? I do have evidence, actually.
What?
It just so happens that you came over right as I was setting up my new baby camera. Everything you did is on video. I was going to take the footage straight to the police, but if you won't admit it, I think I'll call a family meeting before I do that. I have proof and I have copies of the proof, so you have nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
The police? Wait a second. Are you being serious right now?
Yeah, of course I am. You set fire to my house, for crying out loud. I have concrete evidence too, but just showing it to the police would be letting you get off easily. Your whole family deserves to know exactly what kind of person you are. With the footage I have, I doubt anyone will need much persuasion.
What?
I can't believe you set fire to my house while I was asleep on the sofa. You really are despicable. Do you realize that you could have been facing murder charges if I didn't wake up? What the hell were you thinking?
Geez, stop being so dramatic. I knew you'd be okay. You were just taking a nap. I knew you'd wake up if it got serious.
I get that you hate me, but there are some lines you shouldn't cross. I know what this was. You decided to threaten me for refusing to pay for your exchange trip to Italy, didn't you? This was all a plot to intimidate me into changing my mind.
You're damn right it was. I thought my mom was going to be the one paying for my exchange trip. I was so surprised to find out it was you all along. Then, just because I sent you some pointed messages after my brother died, you had the nerve to withdraw your offer and refuse to pay for my trip? I came over to your house to apologize. You see, I thought you'd change your mind if you could see I was sorry. But you rejected my apology and kept refusing to pay. And that's why I decided to teach you a lesson.
Basically, you committed attempted murder because you were angry with me for not paying for your Italy trip. What did you think your family was going to think about that?
I wouldn't have cared if you learned your lesson. You're just some random bimbo who married my brother, and you have no right to ruin my life like this. This is all your fault.
I was trying to help you, Marge. But you threw it back in my face by constantly abusing me for my perceived lack of education. You never listened to a word I said to you. You even had the nerve to do all that crap to me in spite of the fact I was going to pay for your Italy trip and in spite of the fact you had no money yourself. It's time you learned that you can't go through life doing whatever the hell you want. Actions have consequences, and you're about to find out the hard way.
God damn you! I apologized for all that stuff for crying out loud. So I pulled a little prank in your kitchen. So what? Surely you're mature enough to forgive me for that.
How long do you intend to continue acting like a child with no conception of right and wrong? You think you can apologize your way out of anything, don't you? You think you can act however the hell you want without consequences, don't you? That's not how the world works. It's about time you started taking responsibility for your behavior.
Fine, I will. I'll take responsibility. Please, just pay for my trip to Italy. My mom's being so damn stubborn. She keeps saying she can't afford to pay for me to go.
You ruined this for yourself, and you have no one else to blame. You should have kept your mouth shut and behaved like a normal human being. You could have enjoyed your trip to Italy. But with your brother's death, you felt like you had full license to say and do whatever you wanted to me, didn't you? You've alienated everyone you held dear now, Marge, and you have no choice but to make it in life all by yourself from here on out. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? You've done everything in your power to push me away. But it turns out you actually kind of could have used a sister-in-law like me to have your back.
But you're my sister-in-law. You are, aren't you?
I thought I was nothing but your slave. Remind me who said that, would you? I'm going to be living abroad soon, and I plan on blocking and deleting you on everything when I do, which means you'll never see or hear from me again. Don't worry, I'll make sure to show the footage of you setting my house on fire to your family and the police before I go. You're on your own after that. Good luck.
Oh my God, no. Please don't do it. Anything but the police. You're not seriously going to hand that video over to the cops, are you? Do you realize I could go to prison for that?
Yeah, duh. Why do you think I'm doing it? It would have been one thing if you were just verbally abusive, but you're a criminal now. I suggest you use being arrested for arson as an opportunity to reflect on and reevaluate your life choices. This isn't the time to be worrying about your exchange trip to Italy. This is the time to be worrying about prison.
Oh my God, no, please. I'm begging you, please don't do this. I said I was sorry. Surely we can fix this between the two of us, just me and you. We are a family after all. Why do the police need to be involved?
You're not family anymore, Marge. You are dead to me now. You didn't just put my life in danger, you put my unborn baby's life in danger too. You are a vicious psychopath, and people like you shouldn't be allowed to roam free in society. In having you locked up, I'll be doing humanity a favor. It's time to take a long, hard think about what you've done. Apparently, Marge tried rushing over to my place to apologize in a desperate panic after that. But since I got evacuated after the fire, thankfully I wasn't there to receive her. After that, I went to live with my mom in York, a beautiful town in the north of England, where I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. When my in-laws found out what their daughter had done, they got down on their knees and apologized profusely. I agreed to let them do regular video calls if they agreed never to speak to Marge again. They said yes in a heartbeat and told me they'd already done what needed to be done. Apparently, they'd reached their wits' end with their wayward daughter, too. They were so disgusted when they found out she set fire to my house that they disowned her right then and there on the spot. The sadness of losing my husband still eats away at me sometimes, and there isn't a day that goes by where I don't miss him. But I can't let that consume me. I have to forge out a new life and find happiness again. Because I know that's what he'd want me to do. I love you, Dan. Thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to prove what a boss you are by liking and subscribing. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We can't wait to see you again next time.